Well, we're heading back to Universal now, but now we're going to Islands of Adventure.
Day two.
Day two of the Universal. And we're going to be going to eat somewhere at this like sandwich place up there, like get a turkey thing or something like that. And then we're going to head into the park. I was going to do some of those water things, but I don't really want to get soaking wet and then have to be stuck in them all day.
Yeah.
And then the heat and stuff. It's never always that good to be in like really wet clothes.
No. And wet shoes.
Wet shoes and everything. Yeah. So that probably not going to do a lot of the water stuff. Maybe Jurassic Park, but as long as I sit somewhere where you don't get soaked.
I don't think you get that way.
But you do get soaked on that Dudley Do-Right thing.
Oh,
That's a mess. But we're going to head on in. We're heading on into Bread Box. We'll see how it is. Are you excited for the bread box sandwich, Gina? So I ended up getting the turkey sandwich like I usually do. You know, pretty much with me, the old standby. You know, turkey sandwichy. Well, we're here now on Islands of Adventure. Gina, you ready to go in?
I am.
All right, we're going on in. There's the wait time board, so you can see how long the waits and everything is before you go to the different stop. We're going to Marvel Land now. Isn't it funny, Gina? Like they took down, like that's where the Hulk roller coaster was.
Yeah.
It's like they must have taken it out, or they're like totally re-putting it back in or something. Isn't that weird? Because it's totally gone.
Yeah.
Like everything else seems to be here, but like there's like that drop thing there, that Dr. Doom's drop or something. But I don't know. I was gonna go on that anyway, though. Too thrilling. Remember years ago back in that building, Gina, was like that sort of stunt, like BMX kind of show. Then Dweebo loved that thing back then.
Yeah, and he wanted to wait and get everybody's
autograph. Yeah, he wanted to get all the people to autograph. And I think there was actually some people in that were like known skateboarders and BMX people and stuff like that in there.
Yeah.
But that was a cool thing. But I don't know if there's anything at all in there now. It might just be.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's totally empty in there now or what. But you know, in this place, if you've never been here, you kind of go through lands. Like the one is like Spider-Man and Marvel, and then it goes into like comic books, you know, Rocky and Bullwinkle and kind of characters like that, and then through the Harry Potter land. So that's pretty much what it is. It's like different lands with different kinds of rides and stuff like that in it that you kind of go through. The one thing in here, you always have to be kind of careful, otherwise you might walk into one of these water type things. So you see, there's like water, all kinds of different areas coming out of things, and in certain spots, if you walk in them, water could get dumped on you and things like that.
No, and then they have an area there where people can
You can actually, you can shoot the water at people when they're going on the rides.
If you go back in our old video, remember?
In the old video, we used to always try and shoot them in the face and stuff like that. It was always like kind of like the
we
joke.
entertained ourselves for a while.
It was free entertainment. Well, I think you have to pay 25 cents or something like that.
It was worth it.
It was worth it to spray that water on everybody. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
With this thing, you can spray the water on them.
And then there's certain
things. I think if you have number five over there, right there, the water sprays on them. So let's try it. I haven't seen many people coming on this. No, I have one here. I haven't seen many people going through it though. It's a little bit like, so you have to wear a poncho and stuff like that if you do, because you get totally 100% soak going on there. So here people come, let's see. Oh, there we go. I get him? I don't know. I sprayed him. I don't know, we might have sort of got him. I don't know, I might have been a little too quick with it. Here comes some more people, let's try and get them. Let's see, okay, here they come. Hey, let's go. Oh, I think I got some of them. Did it look like I did?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yep. You gotta love the pure 25 cents entertainment of soaking people, cheap thrills at Islands of Adventure. I always love the cheap thrill. You know, Gina, you know what I was saying was?
What?
Really the only way to go on these water rides to really do it right is to be 100% naked or in your underpants or in like a summer dress you can just pull off quickly.
You can't have my dress. Sorry.
No, it would have to be something.
Sorry,
It'd have to be something like that, so you really could get the wet off quick. You know what I mean? It would be a weird sight for me, but it would be the only way to really do it.
All right, well, I'm wearing my clothes. So
no, I know.
You can't have my dress.
Nope. Like the Dudley Do-Right one is one I always kind of like to go on, but you don't just get wet, you get drenched and it drips everywhere and everything. No, it's seriously one of the wettest rides you can go on here. But you know what? You know what, Gina? I think we should go on that ride up there. That cool one. So let's go on that. And look over here, Gina, they're going to be building Skull Island, a Kong ride, a brand new Kong ride back here, opening summer 2016. And that's really cool, though. That's a really cool looking thing up there for the new movie. Well, we wanted to go on that one, but you need to have a kid with you to go on it. You can't go if you're an adult by yourself. So I don't know. You gotta find some child or something, but I doubt we'll be doing it. So Gina, you know, I went on this last time, a couple nights ago, and it was really cool. Do you want to, like, you know, brace this? You want to try? It's a little intense, but it's going to be a unique experience for you to say you did it. Here we are, going on in. And look at the lines, it's so not busy here. Like, all of it's like totally empty. It's like a perfect time to go in here. Like, look at this. This all could be full with people, and there's nobody in it now. What did you end up thinking about that, Gina? Did you like that?
I survived it.
You survived it, and your shoes down there did not come off.
Didn't come
You were
off.
worried those Crocs were going to fly off because you go in there and go upside down.
And my shoes with my feet.
I know. And every time you have to rent those lockers, for some reason, it's almost like I don't have a fingerprint, like I'm Gattaca or something. Like they don't work. Every time I push the button, we have to get them to open it up, and then you have to prove with your ID that you're you.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, here we are going on the one roller coaster here, or one of the ones that I got on. Like I wanted to go on that dinosaur thing, but I said you had to be with a kid to go on it. This one you can actually go on it. I've never actually gone on this one, and I'm in it. But this one, if I was like too much taller, I don't think I'd get in it. My legs are like a little squeezed. But this is a pretty thrilling one. Kinds of like unique candies in here, and they have those jelly beans like in the movie that, you know, have all those weird gross tastes and things like that, all those gross flavors. When I'm in here, I kind of feel like the witches, you know, sweet shops. And when they give them, you know, the Grand High Witch gives them money to open up sweet shops. I feel like these are the kind of sweet shops that they would look like, just like this, where she hides that stuff in the, you know, in the candies to turn them into, you know, mice. I think I missed that strange show that I always kind of like when you go through it and there's like a guy going, oh, I'll tell you the tale of, you know, Sinbad or whatever, something that it was. You go through it and like, I don't even remember. It's like this weird thing, you go through this like thing. I think, Gina, I think we missed it. It says the next show is tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure this was that weird one that I used to like about that guy who tells you the tale.
What's it?
I think the last show was at 4:30, so I think we missed it.
Uh-oh.
And I think that's what this was, but I'm not sure. Is this what this was? Or is this another thing down there? What was this the thing? I don't feel like this was it.
No, maybe, no.
No, I don't know. I think it might be over there or something. But this is kind of a cool, like, abandoned area. You could just, like, be just by yourself back here, though.
Yeah.
There's, like, not a soul in the joint.
I like this.
I know. This is
I think they used to do some kind of dance or something.
something in here. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. This is the one you go through. This is the one that I always like. Yeah, Gina, this is the one. What was I thinking? What was that other thing, though? That Sinbad, Voyage of Sinbad thing.
Some little thing back.
And I don't think it was Sinbad like Sinbad, but I like to call it the Voyages of Sinbad. You know, like you come and see Sinbad in here from, you know, house guests and stuff in there.
No.
That would be interesting, though. He does stand-up comedy at Universal.
No, it wasn't that.
No. The meeting of the stars is here, and for we walk forward to find what we see in the land of Poseidon.
I mean, look at all these artifacts. Here we have ancient Grecian pottery. I see weapons and shields, and here is some scary-looking wall passage.
Move quickly, for I cannot maintain its power for long.
Hey, everybody, I'll make sure it's safe.
There we go.
Give me that trident!
Over my dead body.
With pleasure.
Poseidon, why are you just standing there?
we're now in the final land, the Dr. Seuss land, right?
Yeah.
Yep. This is like when we first came to this park when it first opened years ago. This is
Yeah.
the first part I always remember seeing.
Yep.
It's always like one of my favorite ones. And this ride here, this one, remember it was there since the beginning, but only like 5 years ago it actually opened.
Yeah, it was there, like you could see. That
You
there
could
was
always see it,
something,
but you never could ride
It
it.
never seemed like it was going to
I
happen.
always wanted to, and I always thought, oh, would we ever get on that thing? And now you finally can, you know, many years after the park opened. They play this music here, it's like the poping up the steps music. It's like, right, Gina? It's a poping up. Yeah, you gotta pope up these stairs. Oh.
Here or wherever you go.
And watching people doing this
Here
the whole
in
time.
Ringwood, from the ocean of Alf, is a sight most amazing.
Nope,
A walrus
I think it's
named
closed
Rolf,
up.
who can see through golf. It's a marvelous trick, if I say so myself. And while this wild ruckusing goes on below, at the top of the tent, look, the star. Hop, hop. We like to hop. We like to hop on top of hop.
Stop! You must not hop on Pop.
There's a damn lizard on the top roof of this car. It's been crawling all around everywhere, and it won't leave. Come on now, lizard. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on off the roof. We're trying to go into this Artergon Mall, which used to be the Festival Bay, and this lizard just is like, you know, I saw it like we were driving. It's been driving on the roof. It's sort of like Teen Wolf or something. The guy standing on the roof of the car, so and this lizard just won't leave. There it is. See it? Right there. See it? This mall place over here used to be called Festival Bay, and I used to come in here. I'll see if I can find some old video of it to show you guys. And like, it was totally abandoned. It had all these fronts, nothing in it. It was like one of the most abandoned things I've ever seen in my life. By the end of it, there was a couple, like 1 or 2 random stores open, but now they've kind of redone this whole thing. So I got to go inside and sort of see what it looks like now. It's now called like the Artergon or something like that, Artergon thing. That's like, and this before I think used to be where the fountain and stuff was. Isn't this weird? I think this used to all be a fountain or something.
Yeah, it was a
right
big
in this big middle area. But they've turned it into these weird kind of like shops, like, you know, all kinds of different random things, like Boomerang and a charging station thing over there. You have to,
Mockingjay.
oh yeah, Mockingjay premiere thing. They had one of those things tonight that sold out. But it's like weird little like strange like stands and stuff like that in here now, like Tiki Station and all this like African Renaissance stuff. But it's just so weird how like what it used to be like in here before, these abandoned shops. It used to be like a regular old mall, and now it's kind of into these little tiny kind of like art stations and stuff like that. This is like death.
I think people come in here and get killed, nobody would know.
You could film a horror movie in here.
Look,
This is insane, Ethan. This has,
it's still in here.
Ethan, this has gotten worse than it was before.
I was just looking for this Hot Topic because they sell this Odd Future shirt.
Oh my God, before we were here, it was bad, but at least people were sort of here. Look at this. Because I really had wondered, you know, what they were going to do with this place. They're going to have to tear it all down, or, you know, what was going to happen. And they've got like a weird, like, honey stand in here. Isn't it strange in here now? To see how different this was? Because we used to always love to walk around here and see how abandoned this place
There's that
was.
yogurt.
Yeah, that yogurt freeze over there. That weird when they kind of smush the yogurt down. It's like in a packet and smush it into nothing. It's definitely such a unique place. It's like there's like all like weird shops, like hammock shops and like sports stuff, and like and you go to the bathroom. Just look at this gigantic sign for the bathroom. This is definitely very unique in here now. I kind of realized, you know, that in here, it kind of feels like an underground society because of this roof like this. It's like almost like going underground in like a fallout shelter in like Blast from the Past or something. Almost like if they had a Blast from the Past underground, the whole world, like something nuclear happened, we all had to hide underground and kind of live and start over. And we just started over in this, with this roof and like, and these weird little shops, just to kind of have like a reminder of what it used to be like when we had like a society.
They have things that they could use to make things.
Yeah, like, and they have like certain things maybe you need, and like, what's that, like a weird studio in there, a strange art studio, which I bet at night they take some adult pictures. Don't you think? And look at that thing. Like, do you see these weird spots? This is going to be my favorite part of this video because it's just a strange place. I love strange spots, and this is definitely a strange place, and it'll be interesting to see if years from now, if it's all still here. Because like I said, this location's been notoriously cursed as closing down and becoming abandoned. So it'll be interesting to see if it ends up doing the same thing again. I wonder about that. And in the future, since there is no power, you can charge your phone like this. See this? This station with the pedaling? I'm charging up my phone right now. Oh, almost fell off of it. This is how we keep the power on and keep the phones on, even though I don't know why we need this phone. I guess to look at old videos or weird nudes of things we shot, or call dead people, or I don't know, in this underground society, but at least we know how to keep the power running. You can even go and get a tattoo down here if you want. There's some kind of like a monster shop down there or something like that. Gods and monsters or something. So I don't know what that is in there. Yeah, look at this place. This place is gigantic. There's like a lot of toys and like Funko Pops and stuff in here. They got all kinds of stuff in here. They got this cool Jason toy here with like the mask off and stuff like that. Goes to hell. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. Like some gargoyles, toys, and all kinds of stuff in here. And I just realized all this stuff you can walk around on it. There's like a thing you can pay money to like climb around all this. And this is a unique, weird thing. I would be scared to death doing that. You walk through all that.
Oh,
that's really weird. Well, here we are now for day 5 at Epcot, and today we're actually using the magic bands. First time using them. So
and we hooked them up.
Yeah,
so
we've hooked them up. So
right.
you got to keep your fingers crossed that they actually work and we did them right.
Right.
There's actually fast passes on this for like test track, and I think something else. So we'll see if they work. My favorite ride, though, which you don't need a fast pass for, is the Ellen ride.
Right.
Universe of Energy. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like slightly dated the facts of it.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to get Ellen and Bill Nye the Science Guy and reshoot some things.
Wow, it's a big group.
I don't know what's going on. It's a giant group. They're all leaving as we're coming. I don't know. Academy of Business class or something. I don't know. So you ready to go inside Epcot, Gina?
I am.
All right, let's go on in and hope these work. And the good news, these worked. We actually did them right.
We did them right.
So luckily enough, we figured out the
magic
magic band. But for some reason, it did our fingerprint, and it worked with the fingerprint, but we never put our fingerprint in yet.
No, how?
So I have no idea. Maybe
no.
it just knows it's in the system or something.
Geez.
Big Brother or something. I don't know.
Like that.
I don't know, because we didn't do a fingerprint yet, though.
No.
Because the other Disney ticket that we went to was a one-night only one that had nothing to do with this.
And then we didn't have a fingerprint, did we?
No. So who knows?
No.
We'll never know, I guess. And here's a little look at the wait times board. We have a fast pass to the one. The one always has a big wait. Test track, 60 minutes. We have a thing for that. Ellen, though, 5 minutes. Missing Space is like 10 minutes. Living with the Land, which I always liked that one, but years ago it used to be guided tour and there's actually somebody on it. Captain EO, which is still here. And up there, we can't go in there, but that was where Body Wars was. They actually had that open for the food and wine thing. You can actually traipse around in there. But since that just ended, you can't traipse around in that old building anymore. I always loved that building. It had that little Bobcat Go-Waith ride in there, I believe. And I don't know, it was always just a cool building in there. But now into Universe of Energy. Well, Gina, we just got out of the Universe of Energy show, the Ellen ride, as I like to call it. But for some reason, we were here like 3 years ago,
waiting for this
and we always wait for the animatronic Ellen that looks exactly like Owen Wilson,
totally.
like totally Owen Wilson. But like the animatronic Ellen is now gone.
Yep.
So I don't know where she went.
She used to, didn't she?
She used to have that stick, and she was attacking that like snake or something.
Yeah.
She even references it in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that I got attacked by that giant snake.
Right.
But now there's no attack scene with the giant snake. So I don't know, is Ellen's in the dump now or where they put it? But if any of you guys know, let us know, or let us know when you noticed when Ellen went missing. And yes, Captain EO is still here at Epcot.
Stay in this pre-show area. The lights will dim in just a couple minutes for our pre-show presentation.
My dream is the day Rick Moranis comes back and does his comeback. And I know he's said in some interviews that he may come back for the right thing. So I keep on keeping my fingers crossed that we get to see a new Rick Moranis movie one of these days.
On your tour, you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not.
Of inspiration, I made my house an innovation.
Imagination, a dream come true.
I already know.
True. For me and you. Right up for you.
So I ended up getting, the vegetable soup and this vegetable roll here and a banana, and you got like a cheese platter with grapes and a banana in the soup as well. Is that right, Gina?
That's it.
And this is the area back here I always sit in. I've always sat in this one, even back before they had the new type of food. It used to be potatoes with cheese sauce or noodles with cheese sauce. You remember that, Gina? That's all it was. Potatoes and cheese sauce and noodles, and that was about it. Vegetable soupy. Sushi.
Living laboratories, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. Bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Like the ones you see here, are 3 of the more popular crops raised by fish farms. Fish farms produce nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this can play an important role. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system.
They always have unique stuff in here, like in this shop. These things I always remember, think of from Willy Wonka. They were never very good, but they're always these weird things, and you used to always peel them off and the paper would come off with them. They have all these old-time candies and stuff in here, and it's like strange pecan little pies and stuff like that, like sort of like one bite pecan pies. You eat the whole thing in a bite, and jams and all kinds of different like lollipops and sauces and stuff in here. Don't you always like coming in here, Gina, and looking at all this like unique stuff?
Yep, I do.
There's all kinds of weird things in here. Like I said, it's sort of like going into Willy Wonka's shop in the beginning of the movie with all these old candies and stuff.
Oh,
like,
I love those things.
yeah, these and these butterscotch peanut butter cups.
These too, remember?
Yeah, those things are always sort of strange, like French peanuts or something.
Yeah, they're good though.
I know, they always look sort of strange, don't they? And I was showing, we showed you earlier, they have, for Adam the Woo, his sweet tea that he was talking about. It's Cracker Barrel sweet tea.
Oh, and here's these things.
Yeah, those NECA things. There's a whole bunch of different stuff, and they even have Cracker Barrel movies in here, so you could like randomly get, Five Goes West, or the Turtles, or Growing Pains, or any of these kind of things. Just real random selection of movies and stuff in here. They've got these cool kind of zombie things. You squeeze them like this, and the brains come out of them, like these things. All these kind of weird, as you say, like tchotchkes items and stuff like that, and like weird Mars mud, which is really weird looking color to this Mars mud. I guess if you went to Mars, the mud could look like this, but who knows? And all these kind of old kind of throwback toys, like a yo-yo thing that lights up, and this old talking parrot that I used to always have one of these. I used to always wanted to say like bad words and stuff. It was always kind of the joke, was to get the parrot to like loop what you said, and a whole bunch of different stuff in here. Now at one of like this real strange flea market that I always come to. I've always come to this every single year I've gone to. It's like 3 different buildings here, and I always just come to it just for real sheets and giggles, because it's never anything great in it. It's like random sunglasses and stuff, but we'll go in it just to say we did it, because I always go to this. What'd you want to say, Gina?
This isn't my idea.
No, I know. We just traipsed through this. We traipsed through the Cracker Barrel a minute ago. Now we're traipsed through this, and then we're going to go to Hollywood Studios.
Everybody looks at us like, what the hell are they doing in there?
Oh, I know. It's really weird in here. Yeah, Gina, this place is really strange. There's lots of strange, more tchotchkes and stuff, and really strange hats, and these strange sort of knockoff shirts and stuff too. See, they're all like thing 1 and thing 2, but their own like versions of them in here. But it's unique, weird things here, and some weird hats and stuff. So you see anything you want to buy in here? Any belts, Gina, or anything? Or any Gucci bags? If they're real ones? You want any of those? And we're out of there already, Gina, and actually you bought something in there for the first time I think we've ever bought anything in our lives.
Right.
Besides that thing that used to be where you could like add yourself into a picture. Do you remember that?
Uh-huh.
It was like, I used to add myself into like Misty Monday picture or something.
Yeah.
But you got ponchos in there for tomorrow, because it may, because we're actually going to wear it when we go on the one raft ride at Animal Kingdom. So to keep us from getting wet. So we're at least going to go on one of these, water rides, even though we're probably going to get soaked.
Yeah, but if you buy a poncho with Mickey Mouse on it, it's like 5 times as much money.
Yeah, I know.